Welcome back to Houston Life. Today we've invited Chris Shepard in studio to talk about the often overlooked needs of those in our food and beverage industry and how his foundation is helping to fill that gap. Now, they can't do it all on their own, so they've partnered with U of H to expand those services. Here with how they're doing that is Director of University's Center for Forensic Psychology, Dr. John Vincent, getting applause already from Chris here, and Southern Smoke's Chief Mission Officer, Kat Bill. Welcome to Houston Life.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm going to start with you, Dr. Vincent, because I want to know how this partnership, how you said, okay, we're on board, boom, let's do this.
Great question. In the middle of COVID, nobody could do anything. Everything was shut down. People were unable to go to work. Our graduate students were sitting around, nothing to do, and so we decided to figure out some way to kind of partner with Southern Smoke to provide virtual mental health services, which is what we did. Started over that summer of, I guess, 2020, and have been in business ever since.
And when you say in business, Kat Bill, you, as this partnership has started, I mean, why was it so important that you solidified this to begin with?
I mean, it was just a great opportunity for us. There's such a high demand for this type of service and this need for mental health care within the industry, and really breaking down the stigma of admitting you need help. So that's where Chris really came into play. He asked people, "You good?" And that really opens up a conversation. But he also just really wanted to help facilitate in people receiving access to care. And this partnership really opened that door and created a pathway.
Well, by doing this also, it gives people the opportunity to not have to talk to anybody else, right? They don't have to ask, hey, who's your therapist? Who's this? They can just apply and get into the program and never say a word to anybody. Nobody ever has to know, no family, no like work colleagues, nobody.
That's
not a person will
really
ever
important.
know to do this,
Right.
especially when you're talking about this for the first time and at no cost. Yeah, let's get it right.
Yeah, and the Cougs are on board with this. I mean, a lot of your students probably work in the food and service industry.
They certainly have had that experience, so they very much relate to the challenges of working in this incredibly difficult industry. I mean, talk about high stress, talk about long hours, and especially during these crises that we've had. COVID, first of all the the weather disasters that we've had, just you name it, and it's been all kinds of things that have been a challenge.
You want to hear the best thing?
Tell me the best thing. Go ahead.
Kat Bill, because of this program with U of H, where else are we at right now?
We are in 10 states in Washington, D.C.
Nice,
yes.
nice.
So really it started here at home.
Oh, I love that.
And
okay,
we're taking it across the nation.
So who qualifies when we're talking about this? Hey, I need a little help. I want to check in with someone, but I'm a little more private. Who qualifies for this?
So anyone who works in the food and beverage industry who is working 30 hours a week with a 6-month work history.
Okay.
So really we have 2 easy criteria.
Wow, that is, and you can, and Dr. Vincent, they can just call. This doesn't have to be like a meeting, like an in-person thing. It can be over the phone? Exactly.
Most of the stuff we do is virtual, which is great. We got, HIPAA compliant things so we can, do sessions, through, we're good old media here. It's a terrific way to do it. So you don't have to physically come in. You can actually do it on your computer, on your phone, whatever.
How do you guys feel about Houston being the starting place for all of this and it spreading over? Because really, it gives me, I'm not even a part of it, and you guys are giving me so much H-Town pride right now. How does that feel?
It's something that we wanted to make sure that we got our city right first. And then because of the program, the way it's set up, it's giving us the ability to go nationally. And that's where it really makes sense. But at the end of the day, when we have festival, when we do all these things, everybody comes home. Right. Wow. Everybody comes to our home, I should say.
Yeah. Yeah. Where it started, the mothership.
Yeah.
The mothership.
Is there anything else I'm missing that you guys are extra proud of?
I think the privilege of being able to serve and knowing that it's at no cost to the individual, that's completely unique. This program is the first of its kind.
And how many sessions?
You get 20 sessions.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Oh,
which is an amazing deal.
No, that's I've had a therapy bill from a couple of sessions.
This is
a
not
deal.
cheap.
Even at best insurance we've seen is 6 sessions.
Yeah.
And here we have 20.
That is so cool.
It's really amazing.
Congrats to you, and congrats to this program. And listen, I love it when we talk mental health. I really do. I really like when we bring just a little bit of line on it, because we should. So if you or someone you know is a food and beverage worker and they're in need of counseling services, you can find a link to the Behind You application at southernsmoke.org. So cool, Chris. Really cool. Okay.